Hi, I'm Stu. In 2022, I bought a semi-abandoned farmhouse in the hills of Piemonte, in Italy. Join me and my family as we renovate the property and try and bring some love back to the land around it. Here we have it. We're nearly a year later and we've got to the point where the outside is finished. Apart from a couple of lights, some security cameras, the external pathways and a kind of pergola to do, lots of tidying up to do, planting, etc, etc. But the outside of the house is done. Tell me what you think. We love it. We're so happy. This kind of completes the vision really of how it was supposed to look here, to kind of take off that cement render and bring it back to something closer to this house. I feel like the builders have just been incredible. It's a bit bittersweet really, because I kind of said goodbye to them yesterday. They've got like 3 or 4 more days on site, but I won't be here, so that was the last day we were going to go through everything together. They've been amazing. Yeah, I hadn't really imagined how that could help this process, just by having people that you really respect and people who really care about these properties in a way that you as the owner does as well. So yeah, shout out to Paolo, Michele, Luigi and to Massimo for their amazing work on this project. It's been a journey. It's really been a big one. This episode will go back through the footage of them starting this kind of final bit of their work. So we started round the back, taking off the facade, and then they've redone the pointing and they finished up all of the cornicing on the windows and the zoccolo at the bottom, and they've also painted or varnished the little metal straps that you couldn't even really see before actually once we'd taken the facade off. That's really nice. There's a piece of black timber that's also part of the history of the building, and another one on the other side. We're so happy with the doors and the windows, especially with the facade finished. They really kind of jump out and just frame the whole place, give it this touch of modernity without looking like a new build, but they make it look like you've brought it into the present. I hope that makes some kind of sense. Now I'm working with the lighting guys, the electricians, the plumbers to get everything else done. We're putting the bathrooms in this week. Lighting is kind of almost there. There's been lots of work going on in the locale tecnico, my favourite little room, to get the solar panels going. They are now up and running. We have 2 5-kilowatt batteries in use, and what's great is they already connected them to the house that we are living in now, and so we can start profiting a little bit from having that system. This side I love, because it was the messiest part of the property when we bought it. Quite off-putting, lots of peeling, nasty looking concrete render. And now it's been exposed and then repointed. I feel like this is how it should feel. It feels like home again now. It feels like somewhere to live rather than just a kind of ugly building to go, whoa. This is just a few days away from finishing. We've also rendered the locale tecnico here with the same colour that was used in the pointing. We achieved this nice kind of colour by using maltantica, which is the material that they use everywhere in this zone, which is a kind of a lime mix. It's got this nice yellowy colour, but this was all Hannah's work, really mixing up some cacio terracotta powder with the maltantica to get this slightly pinky, slightly warmer feel. And I hope you agree that has just gone amazingly here. It just looks really wonderful. We're yet to do the blinds, the external blinds up in the top. 2 here, that's the bathroom in that corner. Obviously we're going to have to finish the outside area so it's a bit neater. But in terms of facade, here we are. This is it. I shot most of this video early summer, so end of July, early August. And I'm only just putting it together now, really, now that we've got the final facade to be able to compare it to. The first part of the process was washing out all of the bricks and all of the mud and the dirt and the dust that gets into all the little holes, ready for the new intonico, the render, to go back in. All the new windows were covered up in order to keep them protected, to not get them splashed with any material. At this point in the summer there were a couple of really hot weeks, 34 degrees or so, and these guys carried on working outdoors, all weather really.
Io t'avevo detto, ma solo perché di là non ci stava, perché c'è poco spazio. Troppo vicino. Non riuscivo a mettere a fuoco. Adesso di qua si può sbizzarrire. Adesso gli chiedi i diritti d'autore. Per fare il film. Voglio i diritti anch'io.
For this clip, the door for the Locale Tecnico had just gone on. I can still see the cement drying on there. And that was just to close it while people were away for holidays and things, keep it all secure. Plastering these little shelves was one of the last jobs to do in the lower cantina before painting. In the meantime, our carpenter has been working on this custom hood for our hob. He made a uniform shape that then had to be cut to measure to fit into our vault.
And your turn, Mama.
Oh, thank you.
While he was here, the golfer also started to put in some of the internal blinds. Internal blinds, lovely.
Poi lo mettiamo in bolla in base a come vogliamo noi. Io ho dato un minuto di gioco. Facciamogli il buco ancora là sopra e boh.
With these last jobs finished, the inside is now ready for painting. Thank you for joining me. Always appreciate it. Thank you for your comments, and see you in the next one.